Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video I will be ranking the top 10 rides at Movie World. Now the same with last time with Dream World, I have ridden all these rides, so I have my own opinions on them. So let's just get straight into this. So coming in at number 10 we have Justice League Alien Invasion 3D. Now this is just a shooting dark ride. They themed to obviously Justice League. There's a couple of the Six Flags parks as well. I think this one's a little bit different though. And yeah, it's pretty good. It has some really good theming in some places. What's really good about this ride is it's very well air conditioned, so on really hot days expect this to have a pretty long run. So coming in at number 9 we have Road Runner Roller Coaster, and now this is just a Vekoma family coaster, so there's not really that much to say about it. It does its job. It has some pretty good theming though. It's themed to Road Runner, so that's some decent theming, but that's really about it. Coming in at number 8 we have Doomsday Destroyer. Now this is one of the only flat rides of this park, one of the only ones. And I was not too impressed about it. I've only ridden it once, and I was not too impressed about it. It just felt so controlled. Yes, it's more of a ride that focuses on hang time, which is great. The hang time is good on it, but I kind of like the rides like the Claw, where it feels like gravity is really kind of taking over, and you can really get that sense of thrill. It just didn't really have. It was kind of boring. Apart from the whole entire fear of you getting stuck upside down, there was not really that much to it. Coming in at number 7 we have Batwing Space Shot. Now this is the SNS Power Tower at Movie World, and yeah, it was pretty good. You would think with these rides that the first initial launch up the tower would have been the best part, but personally I don't think that's the case. I do think that when you kind of hit the top, you do get some really good air. So I did like that part, but the launch was pretty good. But yeah, overall solid ride. Get some good views. It's just a little bit too short. So coming in at number 6 is the log ride at the park. It is Wild West Falls, and this is definitely my favorite log ride I've been on. And personally, I could be a contender for one of the best in the world. Personally, it has really good theming, and most of the animatronics do work, and the props do work most of the times, which is good. It also has a backwards drop, which is really fun. It also gets some good air there as well. You get some air time on a log flume, I know. And yeah, the final drop on the back row is pretty fun. So all around, it's actually a really good log flume. So coming in at number 5 and narrowly getting number 5 spot, we have Arkham Asylum. Now this is the park's Vekoma SLC, and the reason why it's actually pretty high on this list is because it's not too bad of a ride. It's actually one of the better SLCs. Personally, I've not ridden any other SLCs, but what I've heard and what I've heard from other people, it is probably one of the better SLCs. Now the reason for this, it also has the same restraints as T3, which I don't really mind until you kind of at the end of the ride where you're like, okay, this is starting to hurt. It eliminates a lot of headbanging, which is good. But the really bad things about this ride is it has a really bad rattle, and the transitions are not healthy at all. Just saying. But other than that, it also has a bonus Felix, so that's kind of good, which is actually decently smooth. But other than that, the whole entire ride it's not really one of my favorites. Coming in at number 4, we have Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster Next Generation, whatever it is now. It's a bloody long ass name. But this was my first coaster I ever ridden, so it's got a special place in my heart. And it is a very well themed attraction. Well, it will be in a couple of days when it opens again. And I do think it is definitely a top contender for one of the best Wild Mouse coasters in the world. At number 3, we have Green Lantern, the park's SNS El Loco coaster. And yeah, this is definitely a very unique ride. It's at the front of the park. You can see it right next to DC Rivals. And yeah, I do think it's actually a really good ride. People say it's forgettable, and I can really see why I could say that, but personally, I've ridden it so many times I can really kind of, I guess, remember the ride experiences, and I've had a couple of night rides on it, which really does shine at night rides. It's really fantastic due to the fact that the trims and the mid-course brake runs on that ride have been put on light at night, and also with the Green Lantern logo at night, it looks really cool. So yeah, definitely night rides is where it shines, but for normal operations, it's not too the best, but it is a really fun ride. Coming in at number 2, we have Superman Escape. This is a intimate accelerator, and this is an awesome coaster, very underrated. I personally think if it had better restraints and it was a little bit longer of a layout, I do think this is definitely a perfect launch coaster. But other than that, I can't really say anything bad about this ride apart from the restraints and the length. It has awesome airtime. The layout is, as I said, is short, but it has awesome air time, and has some pretty good laterals as well, and obviously really good theming. So obviously coming in at number 1, we have the Sea Rivals. I think everybody knows about this coaster at this point, and it is fantastic. Is it worth all the hype? It depends. If you love airtime, if you love, you know, a blend of awesome elements and some really awesome transitions, you'll love this ride. And personally, especially with those back seats, it is just a completely different experience. Back seats is like so much different to going forwards. I could almost count it as a new credit. I'm not a credit whore, so I'm not going to, but it's seriously that different of a ride you can. And I love backwards. I don't care if it's $10, because I always ride it. I always ride backwards when I go to Movie World. It is that fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you want me to do, because I'm kind of running out of ideas. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys.